Hey everyone, Dash Attack. So this channel is not a stranger to talking about censorship, localization, and pretty much all the problems going on with the modern gaming industry, especially when it comes to altering classics and reselling them as remasters or remakes. It's been very crazy. Especially, what's really pissed me off is that Dead Rising one. Oh my god. Ugh. I've talked about that ad nauseum on the channel. But right now, the latest drama involves Dragon Quest III Remake. Dragon Quest III has had several ports and remakes over the years. This is the latest one. It's actually called the 2.5D HD remake. So people have noticed some of the characters are censored, like particularly this scantily clad warrior lady. They've also removed gender from character select with type A and type B body types. Packer Girl has been doing a good job capturing a lot of the Japanese reactions to the changes, and they're not very happy. Here, let's use the translate on here. Dragon Quest III female warrior, sensitive evasion, eggplant style. Not sure how accurate that was, but still funny. Japanese Twitter really doesn't like Square Enix's censorship. Wonder why the West seems to like it. What I think about warriors who wear underwear under their armor. No, this isn't even the first time this character's been censored. They've been censored in other appearances also. And yeah, the weirdest one. So even the guys are getting hit with the censor stick now. See, this guy can't show his manly nips now. So bummer. we all warned you this was going to happen. We all warned you they were going to come for the sexy men after they were done with the sexy women. And now look.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Well, those man boobies are all covered now. Congratulations, modern audience. Anyway, there is a debate about whether or not, like, Square Enix is ultimately to blame. I do believe they have some fault. Or if CERO is to blame, because apparently CERO has been ultra strict lately when it comes to ratings. Even each gamer points, some fans may be quick to blame Western sensibilities, but it's worth noting that Japanese CERO ratings board has been increasingly strict in recent years.
Concerning.
Wolven 1, it could be CERO, but most consistently censored elements at a glance looks to be exposed hips, which you see a ton of those even at water parks in the most conservative red states imaginable. Unless Square Enix is going for the Japanese equivalent of an E for everyone rating, it's hard to imagine that a Japanese rating board would be quite that overzealous. Maybe CERO is secretly Sweet Baby Inc. Japan. Well, I've heard they've been pretty bad, but unless they've been completely ideologically captured by zealots, it's hard for me to believe that a Japanese ratings board is more puritanical than the red states, as I mentioned earlier. I think it's very possible they could very well be as puritanical as that. SE is the company who thinks that the original Tifa design, which is very safe and shows nothing, is still needed to be censored with the black sports bra. They also made Forspoken, so don't need the board to self-censor themselves. I'm not sure. I mean, like, Visions of Mana is, like, full-on fan service. But the company that made that also got shut down. So Square Enix is freaking weird. I'm going to read the comments on here. Yeah, I think it was CERO. Sakurai even butted heads with CERO. Why has CERO become more strict? To limit digital desires in an attempt to combat their cratering birth rate? Really not sure getting rid of fan service is going to stop Coomers and from procreating. Let's continue. CERO didn't make them replace male and female with appearance A and appearance B. No, they didn't. The game is E10 in the West. That shit is solely on Square Enix. They don't censor. They don't, but I believe the devs need to alter censor stuff to avoid a more mature rating. The reason why Shiva, Guru, and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered were more covered was to keep the teen rating. It's so bullshit. I think there's like a mixture of things going on. Quite frankly, that's a bogus concept. If it's solely the CERO rating system that causes these censorships, then why is it that stupid body type A and B gender labels? I seriously doubt CERO forced a gun to Square Enix Unix head to add such gender options.
Fair point.
Oh wait, here's a Japanese post. It seems that the Dragon Quest III HD 2D is not a case of CERO becoming stricter, but rather they are following the overseas ESRB 10 plus, probably the most severe regulations in globalization will be imposed on these two games. That was what I was most afraid of. CERO B game list. Huh. Don't think that translated correctly. I believe if CERO is behind the recent censorship of Dragon Quest games, I believe Square Enix owes it to explain this to fans, that it's to keep the game rating a certain level. Because, quite frankly, like, you know, this talk about the censorship's killing hype for this game. It's definitely is. I mean, I'm not, like, big into the Dragon Quest fandom, but I can just tell. I can just tell from the discourse. It's hurting this game. It's going to hurt 3 2.5 Remake if this keeps up. They have an obligation to explain the Dragon Quest community about why design changes are being made for a more expensive port that's supposed to replace older versions of the game. Communication goes a long way, and we don't get enough of it because corporations would rather talk to shady investors than actual fans that make or break these games from being successful. Now, of course, Crossy believes it's definitely CERO because they've had to censor this character in the past. I'm glad Japanese gamers seem to be rallying against the Dragon Quest III censorship. It's ridiculous that so many game devs have to navigate around the CERO system so much. It's such a detriment to gaming in general. Anyway, regardless whether or not it's Square's own decisions or the Japanese ratings board, we should all be speaking out against censorship in games. Thank you all for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe to Dash Attack for more commentary videos and streams. I'll see you all next time. Dash Attack, out.